Hello, investor and trader. Welcome back to another episode. So today I'm going to do a quick recap or go over the trade I did today so that I can cover the important topic of different time frame and how it all works together, whether you are a trader or an investor. Okay, so let's get started. PDD. During pre-market, this thing popped up on my scanner because it went from 113, or technically 112, all the way down to 108, right? That's like a $4 or $5 drop. Now, if you do the calculator real quick, that's a $5 drop divided by 113. That's a 4.5% drop. So that's gonna pop up on a lot of traders' scanner for a blue chip company. Now, fundamentally, PDD is a pretty okay company, direct competition with Alibaba in China, right? This is over $100 billion company. So when a $100 billion plus company tank 4 or 5%, it definitely gonna pop up a lot of scanner. So that's how it got my attention. So my price of interest was around 108 because the pre-market low. So when the market opened, I decided to wait just to see what's gonna happen. Is it gonna pop? Is it gonna bounce? Because most of the time, gap down, it continued to go down for an entire day. That's how gap down works. So gap down on blue chip, and I'm glad that I decided to wait, right? Cause if you look at it, the first 5 minutes, it went from 110 all the way down to 107. That's a $3 drop. That's quite significant for a blue chip company. So I decided to wait because it could go lower, right? And it did. So right here, you can see the wicks. That means buyers are stepping in. Stochastic RSI is low, but not low yet. It is pretty low. But I just want to. I'm waiting for that confirmation. I'm waiting for the reversal signal, because a pin bar combined with RSI stochastic low, that does not mean enter. I mean, you could enter right here a small position like 1/3 or 1/2, which I normally do. I do not like to enter full size. I decided to wait for the next candle. Okay, again, it's a pin bar, but this pin bar is a higher low and higher high. Again, it's still a pin bar. Notice the stochastic RSI is getting more attractive. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna wait one more candle just to see what's kind of candle is forming. Again, another pin bar. So now I have an idea. Okay, 106 is definitely the price of interest. So I decided to enter 1,000 share at 106.50. I entered on this candle right here. My sell target was 107, maybe 50 cents bounce. Because remember, gap down, most of the time it continues to go down. That's just how the nature of gap down works. So I'm not very optimistic about it. So I sold some 800 shares at this candle over here at near the 107. So I have 200 shares left. So I'll put a stop loss, but unfortunately I put my stop loss too close. I got stopped out. I'm like, oh man. So yeah, I bounced, but yeah, I got stopped out right there. So that's like around $500, $400 trade, but it only show $100 profit. Why is that? That because last week I traded PDD and I took a loss, also known as a wash sale. So today I clear up that wash sale. That's why I only show 100 instead of like $400 or $500 profit. THO, same thing. You watched my yesterday video. I made a trade yesterday on THO and I took a loss, right? I bought some right here. This is yesterday chart. I bought some right here at the $0.50 and I sold right here at the whole dollar, 109. So that's like a $400-ish loss. So today I decided to trade again. My first entry was 107.30 right here, 1,000 shares. But then it tanked down to here. In theory, this is only 80 cents drop, right? Which is not a lot. But I decided to add, kind of like double in, kind of, because you can see right here, right? 106.50, another 1,000 shares, so 2,000 shares now. So the question is, why did I buy it right here? Well, this is where an important different time frame come into play. So if you look at the other time frame, like the 30-minute time frame, I recognize something. Let me go to a bigger chart. So right here. So when I saw this right here, these two right here, I noticed something. Let me show you the picture right here. Oops, wrong one. This is from yesterday. But I want to show you this screenshot. This chart right here, like I said in my previous video, I kind of memorized this whole entire thing over time. There's more to this than this chart. But overall, this chart just tells you reversal signal. So I boxed it right here. So I recognize this right here. I inverted hammer. Stock's falling, and then inverted hammer. Kind of like this right here, right? Stock is falling, and then inverted hammer. Kind of right here. And then another inverted hammer. So that's why I decided to enter another 1,000 shares right there instead of waiting for a fall a little bit more. On top of that, notice this chart right here. I'm missing something. Oops, wrong one. It's missing other uh, catalysts or other support, as in the RSI and stochastic. Now, this is where I use other indicators to help me or give me a higher probability that they will bounce. Because yes, this is invert hammer at the bottom right here, right? But also look at the RSI, it's 20. Stochastic is low. Both of these are low combined with the inverted hammer. So that's how I know, okay, time to buy some more right here. And that's what I did. I double down. So now my average cost is 109.90 if you do the two average right here. But due to yesterday loss of my trade, it bumped up my average cost to 107.14 according to my broker statement. Because of yesterday wash sale. That's how Fidelity works. The wash sell thing is kind of confusing. But yeah, so where is my sell target? Well, let's go back to the 5 minute. I sold it right here, the half, near the $half. I think I sold it on this candle right here. Right there, near the $half, but not exact. Because the RSI, sorry, the stochastic is getting very high right here. So that's why I decided to, and also right here too. I know this part gonna become a price of interest or heavy resistance, or at least 108, somewhere right here. But I'm not very optimistic with the point where, oh, it might pop up to 109 and go up reversal, because now this is again a different time frame. See the bigger picture on a daily time frame, this is still sloping down, right? The stochastic is still sloping down. So therefore, maybe next week or next week, I don't know. It just depends on how the stock behave. This thing could probably go down to 102 possibility. Now this is where the swing trade comes in. If you watch my other video, how I swing trade is, I like to buy stock or build a position when stock RSI and stochastic is below 30. Like you watch my swing trading video, you should know that I bought some THO 117 right here where I built the position. Remember, after all these fall right here, I bought some right here, and then my second entry is right here, 104, 105, and then I sold at 117 right here. So I'm out with that swing trade, but now I'll begin to interest again on THO for another re-enter a swing trade position. Now I'm just waiting for around the 102, 103 level to build a position, which I think it could happen because the stochastic is still sloping down. That is why it's so important to look at different time frame when you day trading or swing trading or investing. Now let's talk about Bitcoin, because this is where it all links together. Okay, so when Bitcoin falls, right? If you watch my other Bitcoin video, Dogecoin video, or Ethereum, all those famous cryptos, currency, and I did said that it could be a trap where it could go lower. The reason why I said that, because now this is the daily time frame right here, okay? Here's the daily. It's kind of like this is Yahoo Finance. That it looks like it's a buy right here, right? Because it lands right on the 200 moving average. Now, this is the daily time frame. If we zoom out to the weekly time frame, sorry, it's lagged. It's probably weekly. Notice something right here. It creates lower highs. See, this high is lower than this high. This high is lower than this high, although this is the pin bar. But then the next candle is lower high. You see what I mean? Lower high, lower high. What is that telling you? It's still going down. So what's the point of buying in the 20s cents, right, for Dogecoin? If I were you, I would wait. Although I'm not in the crypto, but I just give you my suggestion, because if you look at it, the stochastic is still sloping down. You want the stochastic to sloping up, and the RSI is sloping up too as well. But you see the RSI is, oops, wrong one. It's still sloping down, right? So let's say that you buy at 20 cents, 25 cents, 26 cents, because you saw the bounce on the daily right here. So the dip you bounce, yeah, but then right here, I wouldn't buy it right here, because if you zoom out, it's still a downtrend. For those that saying that they are crypto investors, right? You need to wait for a higher high or some kind of reversal, and then you buy in to maximize your profit gain. Now, if we zoom more out to the monthly chart, you can definitely see this is still sloping down, right? Lower high, and it's going to be lower low pretty soon, I'm assuming, but look at the stochastic. It's sloping down. Look at the RSI. It's still sloping down. So let's just go to one more example, have more data, which is the Bitcoin. Bitcoin has more data than Doge. So let's just go to BTC right here. So BTC. Sorry, I'm trying to get the crypto. This went. Damn, my computer is so laggy. It's so old and it's so laggy. Oh well. Come on. Load. Let me refresh. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Sorry, my laptop is very old. It's over 6 years old, man. Okay, so let's go to BTC. Okay, there we go, finally. So the daily time frame for BTC, it doesn't look attractive to me. I wouldn't buy it right here though. It's just my honest opinion. Because if you look at all the different time frame, right? Again, just zoom out. Because I notice a lot of YouTubers, they don't talk about time frame when it comes to these kind of stuff. If you look at different time frame, like this one right here. So BTC been bouncing off of or been holding around the 50 weekly EMA, right? Looks like sideways RSI, stochastic is going sideways now. But if you look at a different time frame, again, the monthly chart, you can clearly see something. You see that? Stochastic is sloping down, like this, like right here. That means this thing can go even lower. I still predict that it might go down to 20K, maybe down to even to here the 15K before the market, before this massive takeoff here. Volume is decreasing. You can see it right there. So that's pretty much this whole video is about. So don't just look at the daily time frame. Look at the weekly time frame and look at the monthly time frame. There's a bigger picture, especially if you are an investor, because you want to maximize your profit, right? So the whole idea is buy as low as you can. But right now, it looks like Bitcoin can go lower according to the stochastic and this right here. Now, let me add one more popular indicator, which is the MACD. MACD is also very popular for among traders and investors. I don't really use MACD though. But you notice there's something on the MACD right here. It looks like it's going back down, right? It doesn't really go back up to me. So therefore, I highly suggest that if you want to invest in Bitcoin, definitely wait at least for a reversal signal on the weekly or the monthly, and then buy in, because from here it looked like consolidating, taking a break, because this is a pretty big pullback. But if you think about logically, this thing had a massive run, right? Just like half a year ago, or almost a year, yeah, about a year ago, it went like 5, 6, 7x, right? Return. So therefore, it's gonna take a little break before we go back down, before we make a newer high, you know. Okay, hope you guys enjoy this video about different time frame and stuff like that, because that's what I use when I day trade, swing trade, and investing. I just don't look at the 5 minute. The only one I don't really look at is 1 minute. 1 minute for me is not very usable, or because I don't really trade fast moving stock like penny stocks. Penny stocks, you're definitely gonna use 1 minute for sure, because that thing move like 50 cents, a dollar real quick on a under $5 stock, like you know. But blue chip wise, or any big uh, dollar value assets like Bitcoin and stuff, definitely use different time frame: the 5 minute, the 30, the 1 hour, the weekly, and the monthly. I don't use the yearly though, because that's kind of like too much if you use a yearly time frame, right? Yearly time frame, it looks kind of weird. But yearly, yeah, I don't really use the yearly time frame. I do use the weekly and monthly though. More weekly than more monthly, because that's just monthly is more like longer term. Now, let me cover one more topic. Not one more topic, but something here about the overall market. The QQQ is the overall Nasdaq index. So if you look at the different time frame, right? Notice something here. Stochastic RSI is very high. That's why this thing is so high, right? So right now is not a time where I want to invest or swing trade heavy position, because I know the pullback gonna happen anytime. Now if we zoom more out to the weekly, same thing. See, RSI is like hella high, right? And the stochastic is hella high too. Look at this, like 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks in a row where it's all green. You know, for an investor and swing trader, this is right. Impulse, retracement, impulse, retracement, impulse, retracement, impulse, retracement. You want to buy retracement. You do not want to buy impulse. That's known as chasing or a greater fool's game, right? Where you buy high and you sell higher to another fool, right? So right now is not a time to buy. Right now it's time to build a cash position, and of course day trade or something. You have more skills day trade because anytime now this thing gonna pull back because there's no, it's not sustainable where this thing keep going up. You know, that's why a lot of investors are so fearful right now. Like, you know, Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio, what's another famous guy that's shorting Tesla, Michael Burry, right? They're all very fearful right now of the market. But look at the monthly chart. This thing is so high, man, that it's kind of scary. So yeah, play around with the time frame, you know, before you make your decision to buy a stock or not. Okay, see you guys in the next video. Bye.